In this tutorial, I'm introducing you to a component of Living Q&A Greek Part 1 that's found in the table of contents right here. It's called Pictures in Words. The Greek text spoken for each of the numbered pictures is provided in the back of your Living Q&A Greek textbook beginning on page 159. The transcripts look like this. At the top you see Eikones in Logius, the pictures in words, Mathema Alpha, lesson 1, the page number. And then follows a set of instructions for the best way to use the pictures in words, along with, as you can see as I drag down the window, the Greek text of each of the pictures. So the first picture was a horse, and number 1 is Epos. Now there are several things I want to let you know about the picture in words section. First of all, when should you use them? Well, when you find your mind wandering with the pictures, in other words, you already know what the picture is, you already know what the word is, and as a result, your mind is starting to disengage, then I would recommend that you come back to this section and listen to the audio and read the Greek text instead. Initially, listen to the audio and pronounce it after them. As you become more confident in your ability to read the Greek alphabet and put together the sounds into syllables, see if you can pronounce the words before the audio pronounces them, and then you can check your pronunciation against the audio. At the beginning of the early lessons are recommendations, as I pointed out earlier, and I encourage you to follow them as you work with this section of the text. By the time you've listened to a picture lesson 6 times, you should shift to using the Pictures in Words section of Living Q&A Greek. Now, one challenge students find in using this section is that rather than having the lessons numbered, Mathema N, Mathema Duo, Randall Booth has chosen to use the Greek letter equivalent of numbers. This can be a bit confusing, so I have put here at the top of the screen the equivalences so that you can identify what lesson is being referenced. So alpha is the equivalent of 1, beta the equivalent of 2, gamma the equivalent of 3, delta 4, epsilon 5. 6, the Greeks used for the number 6 a letter that had fallen out of use in the language but was still used in the numbering system. It's called a digamma. The digamma is not part of the alphabet you'll be learning, but it is the letter that's used for the number 6. After that comes zeta for 7, eta for 8, theta for 9, and iota for 10. If you find that you have a hard time remembering these equivalences, then you can do what I did and write the number beside the letter for each lesson. So put a number 1 beside the alpha, and then just work your way through the rest of the section putting the correct number beside the letter. 2 beside beta, and 3 beside a gamma, and so on until you have your own ready reference to identify the correct lesson number.